Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
Not exactly what anyone wants to see, especially when it's falling on your car that you're in. That's hail near Amenia, North Dakota tonight. Looks like marble size. Thanks to Darcy Nitschke for sending it in, and we hope that damage is minimal. Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. Another very active evening for people in the valley and beyond.
And there's word tonight of a tornado touching down near Webster, South Dakota. Damage reports coming in from hail, high winds throughout northeastern part of that state. Here in the FM area, we felt strong winds, watched rainfall, and kept our eye close on some dangerous looking clouds overhead. Hutch joins us with the latest.
All right, thanks a lot. Our risk of severe weather heading into the late night hours is really diminished. Most of the threat well down to the south, but we still have thunder, lightning, and rain working its way through the Red River Valley, both the northern and southern Red River Valley, as well as much of northwest Minnesota. Here is a look at the cells that are working their way through southern Lakes country, southeastern Otter Tail County. A strong cell could be capable of some gusty winds, but not expected to be severe. You could expect 40 or 45 mile per hour gusts as those work their way through. Northern Cass County, these cells are making their way to the north and east right now at about 30 miles per hour. So pressing towards Norman County, the western reaches thereof, Hendrum and the Gunkel area will be in the path of those cells. And some of the stronger cells at this particular time also pushing their way into central Polk County, moving through the north part of Fertile, heading toward the Red Lake Falls area. A lot of folks out at a outdoor music festival this weekend. It does look like some thunder and lightning is going to miss them early. It might be very late before it gets there. I'm sure they're glad about that. But the risk of severe weather is gone. I have some great news for outdoor lovers this weekend in the forecast. That's coming up in a minute.
Who isn't an outdoor lover?
I think I am.
All right, thanks. A Washington State man is in jail tonight, arrested on a terrorizing charge. Police say the 50-year-old from Renton, Washington, went into the Petro truck stop at 4510 19th Avenue South, demanding $200 from a clerk. He told the clerk he had a bomb in his backpack. After leaving on foot, police were called in and arrested Oleg Lantuku. Police units combed the area where semis parked, found nothing. It happened around 7 o'clock tonight.
Rescue crews responded to a semi that ended up on the I-94 median east of Barnesville, Minnesota this evening. The crash happened at mile marker 30 off of I-94. We reached out to Minnesota State Highway Patrol for details on this, but at this point, they have not responded just yet.
A handful of parents came out to make a splash after a mom was told to cover up at a Moorhead pool while breastfeeding.
Now, state law allows women to nurse their child openly in public. As Valley News Team's Macy Enger explains, that's what prompted today's Nurse In.
Kayla Hiller has her hands full with 4 girls under the age of 6.
The kids love being at this pool.
But when a staff member at the Rompke Park pool in Moorhead told her to cover up when she breastfeeds, her friends took to social media and put together the Nurse In.
There's nothing about exposing yourself when it comes to nursing the child.
Something that our society struggles with understanding and accepting.
Parents brought their kids to swim, chat, and if needed, breastfeed.
I feel like there's an over-sexualization of the breast in America. And look, I can unlatch. You don't see anything. I'm not whipping my breast out to show people. I'm feeding my child, and he eats and he's done, and that's it.
Many of the mothers that came out to the pool today told me they want this to be an educational experience rather than a protest.
Before I had kids, I saw someone breastfeeding her child in a restaurant, and I was horrified that she would do that in public. But when I had my own kids, I remembered back seeing that woman in public, and her willingness to breastfeed her kids in public gave me the strength to do it myself.
Other parents not involved with the Nurse In supported the event.
When they're really little, they have to eat very frequently, and you have to carry on with your life, especially if you have older kids. So you'll have to do that wherever you are.
Even the mayor of Moorhead came out to chat and back what Heller stands for. In Moorhead, Macy Enger, Valley News Live.
The director of Moorhead's Park and Rec says that the staff member did make a mistake. She says it's common to breastfeed at the pool, adding that today's awareness was fine and they invite them all in.
A man's in jail tonight after being arrested outside a public swimming pool. Paul Beaton is his name. He was taken into custody last night near the Veterans Memorial Pool in West Fargo. This after someone reported him to police. Now, the caller said he was watching the kids swimming. When police showed up, they found out that Beaton wasn't doing anything wrong, but he was wanted for an indecent exposure charge in Fargo. Most people at the pool today were shocked that something like this happened.
Be aware of your surroundings, you know, make sure that nobody's creeping on you.
It's always concerning when we hear about predators and people that are invading our privacy, for sure.
The West Fargo Parks District said safety and security at their facilities is something they take very seriously.
We have a Valley News Live exclusive now. A woman continues her recovery after falling in a flooded street on Wednesday and struggling to keep her head above water then. Valley News Team's Krista Baim sat down with her as she looks to thank those who saved her life.
It was pretty bad. It scared me to death.
As heavy rain came down, Ramona Norvell was walking through flooded streets to the bus stop, heading home from an appointment.
It was about up to my knee, and I'm trudging through it.
But a wrong step off the curb caused her to twist her ankle, a fall she couldn't recover from on her own.
And I fell backwards, and I was under the water. I tried to get up on my knees, and didn't work.
Fearing the worst, and with the rain continuing to fall, a current created even more of a challenge.
I was terrified.
2 passing vehicles spotted her. 4 women and a man with a pickup pulled her out of the water.
I said, God bless you all. I said, there's no way I'd have been getting up.
And onto the truck. They wrapped Norvell in blankets to keep her warm until an ambulance came. Though she didn't catch their names, she hasn't forgotten them.
I would like to see them and tell them in person how much I appreciated what they did.
For now, she keeps our original story of her rescue beside her, praying for the people who saved her life.
I'd have been roadkill.
A joke now that she's safe, dry, and healing.
If it weren't for them, I'd probably still be in a puddle.
Krista Baim, Valley News Live.
Well, we have talked with those who helped Norvell, and there's a chance the two sides will meet so she can truly thank them.
The boil water order has been lifted in the city of Fairmont. The North Dakota Situation for the Department of Health's drinking water program has tested 5 water samples from 2 wells that are being used for the Fairmont water distribution system. It's deemed the water safe to drink. The water's tower was damaged in a storm earlier this week. The city has isolated and closed the water tower until it can be repaired.
A Detroit Lakes veteran is shocked and angry after a patriotic symbol was stolen from his front yard. It was a 30-pound handmade wooden bald eagle statue that a Korean War veteran made more than 20 years ago. 82-year-old Keith Belfi says the life-size statue was taken from a bench on his front yard on July 4th. He was touching up the paint on the eagle and was planning to mount it on his shed.
All I want is I would love to have it back. And if whoever took it because they wanted one, I wouldn't need much encouragement to make them one.
The family asks if you have the eagle, know where it is, know who has it, please return it to the American Legion in Detroit Lakes. Here's something fun for you. Valley News Live is hitting the road, and we'd love to meet you. Join us as we ride the rails of the Red River Valley and Western Railroad. It's July 27th and 28th. Our team will be doing live newscasts from the train. We'll be stopping in 8 towns over the 2-day trip. On Monday, we start in Breckenridge for Valley Today. Then we move to Kindred for North Dakota Today. Our noon show will be live from Castleton, and then we'll be live from Lisbon for our evening newscasts. And on Tuesday, we're going to be live from the towns of Lemoore, then we'll be in Verona, Oaks, and then down to Gwinner. Come out to meet our team, tell us what's great about your community, and watch for Valley News Live riding the rails Monday and Tuesday, July 27th and 28th.
Valley